Hello, fellow heroes. It is I, Chima, and obviously this is a very different video, and it's essentially just kind of like a sit down, like a recap of like everything we've done as of late. I don't know. It's so crazy to think that the end of the year is here now. I don't I don't really believe it. It's kind of crazy. Um I really don't know what to think about it, to be honest. It feels really bizarre and really weird. It feels weird, Your Honor. It feels weird. I just wanted to take this moment to essentially kind of just reflect on the year. Because next week I have something planned, and well, besides Minecraft, I have something planned, and then things are gonna be normal after that. I don't even know where to begin. I guess to start, thank you genuinely everybody who subscribed, watches the videos. It genuinely means like the world to me, because I don't think I'm a very interesting person, if I'm being completely honest. I'm being very genuine, very open right now. I don't think I'm like the most interesting person in the world, nor do I offer like the most interesting content. But just the fact that people actually were watching, were interested, and that fact alone is like so crazy to me, I don't know if that's like me being like dramatic. Maybe it is. I'm a bit of a dramatic person. And oh, big fish. Also, yeah, this is a live ramble. Hey, let me catch this fish. Let me catch this fish. Please, please, please. I got it. Just thank you, I guess. You made this hero actually feel like, a hero, not like some dingus in training that doesn't really know what they're doing and is bumbling their way forward. That I'm actually like, 80 people thought I was cool. I tricked 80 other heroes to follow me. That's what it is. I tricked you. Teehee, I'm actually a villain the whole time. No, I'm yolking, but it just feels crazy. I don't know how to explain it. Cause here's the thing, right? To talk a little bit about the YouTube thing. All of my videos in the past only ever had like one little view. And all of those views, if I'm being completely honest, were from myself. Because I wanted to make sure that the videos were like actually good quality, like they actually looked alright, So I would just watch the videos myself, and I was the only view on my own videos. But even then, I was like so happy about it, because I was like, oh my gosh, I actually put something out. This is crazy. Like oh my gosh, I actually did it. Like, this is out. I put it out. And at first, uploading videos was terrifying. I'm being completely honest. I was scared, because I was like, what if someone finds it and they just start telling me that I'm a big stinky dookie pants, and like and I'll never be the big cheese. What if they tell me stuff like that? But I told myself when I first started this, I was like, okay, if I'm actually gonna commit to this, I need to be, what's the term? I need to be consistent. That's it. I need to be consistent with what I'm doing. I can't half-ass it like I did the first time. Which, by the way, I think I mentioned that, but I made gotcha videos on another account. But then I got I got really lazy about it. I got lazy. I stopped doing them. I was behind, you know, and I just kind of stopped doing it, and it made me really sad because I enjoyed making those videos, but like I just kind of gave up on it. And so when I got the urge to start doing it again, I was like, okay, I gotta be consistent. I gotta commit. I gotta do this. I gotta actually like like my parents would say, necesito poner ganas. Okay, so, and you know, I did. And here's the funny thing, right? Is I told myself, because when I was still making those gotcha videos, like it was actually around the same time too, around New Year's, where I was like, I made a little community post and I'm like, oh, happy New Year's to like the 8. That's, you know what, that's crazy. I had 8 subscribers on that account, and now I have 80 on this one. In all fairness though, I never really marketed myself on that account. Doing the YouTube shorts has done a lot, honestly. I only did them because I was like, I really want to put out, you know, if I'm gonna be consistent, I need to put myself out there. I can't just keep being in my little bubble scared of like anyone looking, you know? I can't be scared all the time. I need to actually like be okay with more people seeing it and being like, if they don't like it, that's completely fine. If they hate it, that's completely fine. I just need to have the confidence in knowing that someone's watching instead of being scared that, oh God, people are watching, you know? I think as far as a year goes, I'm extremely proud of myself. Because I know I'm someone who is not like, I suppose, I'm someone who jumps from like interest to interest extremely like fast and quickly. I think that's kind of one of my worst traits, to be honest, because I've never super like focused on just one thing and focused on it for like a long time. Like I tried learning another language. I essentially just dropped it after like 2 weeks, and then I tried learning how to do live 2D. I did that for a couple days and then I gave up and I got bored. Same with animation, same with making comics. It's just kind of a repeat pattern of like never being able to focus on a thing and actually give it my all, you know? Because I just get a hyperfixation on it, and then come a few days later, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm really, really happy with myself that I was able to actually like actually get to like the end of the year being consistent, even though like some days I was like, I would either miss or delay a video, kind of like this one, like, you know, should have came out Wednesday. Because I still have those toxic traits of like just not being able to do it, you know, like just getting lazy or procrastinating, you know. I mean, I was sick this week too, but like I can prepare videos a week in advance. I just don't ever do it, and that's kind of on me. So I think going into the new year, that's one of the things I want to fix, is just be more consistent, you know? You know, I was a little scared that I would kind of fall off of it again and like be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore actually. But no, I actually did it. I made it to the end, and I even accomplished kind of the goal that I had for myself last year. Because last year, when I was still making YouTube videos on like my old YouTube channel that I mentioned, I think I kind of like, you know, fell off from making videos because that thing happened. It happened. The sort of switching of interest of being like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore actually. Actually, I don't want to. On that video, I had really high hopes actually. I was like, okay, my plan, I'm gonna upload at least 50 videos next year. And that's my plan. And then I stopped making videos on that channel. That's why I'm like kind of really happy that on this channel I've actually reached that goal. I uploaded, um, I'd say like, yeah, like 50 videos, like 50 plus videos. And the reason I'm not counting like all of it is because obviously like the shorts are just clips of like the longer videos. So they don't count. They don't count. It makes me really happy to see where I am, especially because here's the thing too. I'll tell you this. When I was first uploading, there was a period where I kind of just fell off, if that's a good term. In the sense that there was a gap between video uploads, and that's because I was moving at the time. And I wasn't able to like, and you'll notice if you go back and look at like season 1 of like the Minecraft hardcore series, but there's like a gap in between episodes, and it's because I was moving. And even after I moved, I just never like had the motivation to pick it up again. And it really was about to become another situation of, oh, I'm not interested in this anymore, I don't want to do it anymore. But I guess some part of me was like, no, we're not going to quit. We are going to commit. We're going to pick it back up. We're going to try again, and we're not going to give up. And I did, and I'm eternally grateful for the me that decided to do that. Because making, like, this is so cheesy and lame, but making videos has genuinely been like one of my most favorite things to do, you know? Just record, be a little silly, make edits, and then uploading it has been, I don't know, it's really fun. I really do like it. My problem is that I kind of procrastinate like way too much, you know? And that's my toxic trait. But you know what? It's cool to me as well that if I know I'm procrastinating and it's about to be like, you know, the time, like the deadline where it's like, let's say I have the footage but I haven't edited it and the video needs to go out tomorrow, I'm like, okay, no. We need to sit down, we need to actually do this. I tell myself, I'm like, get your ass on the computer, Chima. You gotta get to work. And I'll do it. I'll sit down and I don't know. It's just great, you know? Being able to be creative and do all this, and it's just been so fun. And I genuinely mean that. Making videos is so fun. I think the only thing, you know, going into the new year that I want is I just hope that I'm able to like improve. I want to, because like I think I've mentioned this, or maybe I haven't, and if I haven't then I'll speak on it now. I don't know how to find like that good even ground of like edited videos and unedited videos. Like I was looking at my old videos that I made on, you know, gacha games, and I was like, oh, this is so fun. Like I really, because I thought back then I was like, oh, you're doing too much, like there's too many edits. But then I watched it back because, you know, I'm very nostalgic for those kind of things. I was watching it back and I'm like, wait a minute, this is actually kind of funny, like I like this. And I keep telling myself like, I want to edit like that again, I need to edit like that again, but then I don't do it. Like it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to find that even ground yet. As for editing, editing is such a, like, it's a fun, but also kind of annoying process. Just, it's annoying because my computer lags. My computer will lag, and it's like I am not able to edit, you know? Because it's lagging, the video's lagging, everything's lagging, and I'm like, everything's going wrong. That's happened like on more than one occasion. Especially if like the video itself, like the video content itself is pretty lagged, which I have a dinky computer. It happens a lot. So it gets pretty bad sometimes, but like it's still a fun process, to be honest. I'll just also fun fact, I guess I'll tell you some little notes. The videos I record are like 2 to 3 hours, or 1 to 2 hours actually. It's 1 to 2 hours because I know I don't want to spend too much time cutting it down. So I record for 1 to 2 hours for most videos, and then after that, I'll then spend like another like 1 to 2 hours like editing it and going back and looking at it and being like, all right, this clip has too much this video has a lot of like white space, or like no noise, like nothing's going on in this video. It's too quiet, like I'm gonna edit it out, you know, shorten it, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, need to fix this. This clip is actually boring in hindsight, I'm gonna take it out. By the way, that's the thing about me. I will... If you're curious about how I pick clips for videos, or like how I figure out how to edit it down, I put together what I think is funny or like entertaining, and I'll put those in. And if I don't think it's entertaining, or if I don't think it could be entertaining, I take it out. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know though what compelled me to like make shorts, because I didn't like upload shorts when I was doing my gotcha videos, but I just decided I wanted to do it now. So I don't know why I did. I don't know, I guess I just I like being able to grab like my favorite little snippets from videos and then just kind of like uploading it as shorts. I guess for me, it's less about seeing it as like, you know, getting it into the shorts algorithm and doing all that. I think for me, it's more like, oh yeah, it's a funny clip. I think I was really, I think I killed it here. You want to see it? Essentially. That's essentially it. I was like, yo, I'm mad funny in here. Check it out. Uploading shorts has done quite a bit for me, because I really didn't like think that much about them, you know. I didn't really like think like they were gonna do that much. I was just gonna think like, oh yeah, I just uploaded a funny clip of me doing haha silly thing, and that's it. But then it started getting, you know, then it's like people start seeing it and I'm like, what the frick, what the heck, how did you get there, where did you come from? Oh man, and also in terms of like YouTube and stuff, I think one of the things that I really liked about doing it was drawing. I drew so much this year, like genuinely, and it made me really, really happy. I'll probably go look to see how much I've drawn this year, but because I just want to see for myself, because before doing the whole YouTube thing, I didn't draw that much. I have like a drawing tab. I have like a drawing tablet that I kind of use as both like a drawing thing and like a second monitor. And that's probably bad, I know, but like forget about it. But yeah, I bought it for myself because it was on sale and I was really depressed, so I bought myself the drawing tablet. And I did draw a lot. It's just that I feel like I didn't do it enough, and it had essentially become just a second monitor. But when I started doing the YouTube thing, it's like I started picking up again. I started drawing again, and it's like I feel like I rediscovered a passion for art, and it made me really happy. And I feel like that too. It's like I feel like I'm like improving, because before I was like, my art feels very stagnant. It feels like it's not really at the place I want it to be or wished it was. And that made me really sad, because like obviously like they say that comparison is like, you know, I don't know the whole phrase, but I'll put it up, but it's something about comparison. But I was a victim of that. I would look at people, artists, and be like, wow, their art is so good and my art is so dog water. And I feel really bad about it. But doing the YouTube thing is like, I started drawing more and drawing more and drawing more, and that's when I was like, wait a minute, like, I think I see myself improve. I'm actually doing so. I'm actually drawing like full body. I never draw full body. I only draw like bust and up, and it's like I feel like my characters are looking a bit more like where I would like them to be. And I think the biggest like thing for me that was like, oh my god, I did improve, that made me really happy, was being able to draw a longtime OC of mine, Raven, which I've probably shown that picture off like a couple times already, but I'll put it up again. I never, one of my biggest fears when it came to like Raven and kind of like the whole story involving him was like, it was the fact that I felt like I couldn't do him justice. You know, I couldn't draw him the way I envisioned him in my mind, and every time I tried he looked terrible, and I'm like, this isn't Raven, I don't like this. But from just drawing more and more and, you know, doing all the YouTube thumbnails and like doing all that, I felt like I was finally able to have the confidence to be like, okay, I'm gonna draw him. And then I drew him, and I was like, I was over the moon. I was so like, it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I'm being completely honest. I was completely overjoyed at the fact that I was able to draw him. And he looked exactly like how I thought. Because that character means like everything to me. He was with me through middle school, through high school, and it's like, he grew up with me. He changed as a person. Oh, I have one more. He changed as a person, and I changed too. So yeah, it feels a little dramatic to be like, it changed my life, but no, it didn't do that. But what it did was it made me, like I said, it made me a more creative person and someone who was able to commit to something. And I think that alone is a ton of value for me. Because some days it's just much like this fishing game. Sometimes the waters feel uneasy and I don't know what to do, you know? I'm not sure if I'm able to catch any fish. And I'm scared and I don't know what to do, and it's all it does is just keep thrashing and thrashing, and it's like, I'm really scared. But I think past me would have like just ran away and been like, okay, no, I can't do this, I'm leaving. I'm just gonna never fish again, you know? But I feel like currently has been able to grow enough confidence to be like, you know what? Yeah, I will stay and I will commit and I will conquer these thrashing waters. And I'm proud of myself, you know? As silly as that is, as silly as it might be for an adult to be like, oh yeah, I'm confident now. I guess at the end of the day, all I'm trying to say is a very genuine and heartfelt thank you, fellow heroes, for giving this hero in training a chance, and I guess for seeing enough value to stick around and watch. Because we all know that like everybody's time is like precious, and you should spend it on the things that you truly enjoy, because you're not always going to have time, you know? But I'm thankful for those who are watching, who subscribed, who are even maybe glancing at the short before scrolling away to a very satisfying video, that you took the time out of your day to just give me a look. and a thumbs up of support, and that means the world to me. I'm not sure what else to really talk about. I think I've covered all my grounds. I think I'll add a little bit of like extra stuff here just for if you came to the end of the video. You know, we're off the ground. This is no longer the Chima hour. This is the real person behind the screen hour. I'm not sure why I decided on a chipmunk for Chima. I'm gonna be completely honest. I really don't know. I think in hindsight, maybe a dog would have been more fitting. Like a chihuahua. Because that reminds me of a time my friend was asking me, she's like, okay, if you had a persona, what would it be? And I was like, obviously a bear, because a bear is my favorite animal. Which, by the way, a bear was my persona the first time around. But then they hit me with the, oh no, you'd be a chihuahua 100%. And I was like, okay, forget you. As for how I came up with Chima's design, I'm not too sure, actually. The first iteration of Chima, I'm not sure how I came up with it, but I think at the time I was really into like I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but like kind of like jester's pants and like that kind of thing with the overalls. I really like that. So I was like, I'm gonna give that to Chima. And the rest of here's the thing that I'll say right now. I really like original Chima's design a lot. And part of me is kind of sad that I changed it. But another part of me is like, I also like current Chima. Whoa! Big shock! I think if you saw the Splatoon videos, I had a different PNG tuber model for Chima. And that's because that was the original one, the one I was going to use. But then I was talking to some friends because I made a doodle of Chima. Because another fun fact, I was actually going to start streaming. I really wanted to start streaming on Twitch, but I thought about it more. Because, okay, here's how it went. I had the date and plan. And I was like, okay, at this time, at this hour, I'm going to stream. I'm going to do it. At this time, at this hour, I'm going to do it. But then I overslept. And I also got, like, nerves last minute. Because there's a big difference between streaming for me and YouTube for me. YouTube, it feels good because it's like you can edit out like the bits that you don't want anyone to really hear, like me singing like a dummy while building stuff in Minecraft. Or maybe I say something a little kooky crazy, like I think the sauce should go on top of the cheese on pizza. Yeah, so I just ended up like I little old me was like on Twitter like, oh, I was gonna stream and then I didn't do it, you know, kind of just like venting to the open wind. And in one of those pictures I drew the doodle Chima, and I was showing it off to my friends, you know, being like, oh, look at this little thing I drew of like Chima, isn't she so cute? And two of my friends were like, that is literally so iconic and I love it. And you should make that your model. And I was thinking on it and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try that. And so I worked on it, and I was working on it, and then I when I finished it, I made like this little video for my friends to watch, which I'll play here. I'll play here. Did someone say, crackers? I think, yes. Oh my god. I made that, and then after watching that video back, I was like, Oh my god, I actually love this. I'm obsessed with this. And that's why going forward, Chima had changed. And by the way, I still really love that version of Chima, the little doodle one. Above all of them. That's my favorite one. And I wanted to make a doodle version of this model too, but I just never got around to it, which I still kind of want to do. I still plan to do. This version that you see on the screen right now is kind of just like a placeholder for it. But eventually, one of these days, I want to do it. It's just that there's a lot of more moving parts to Chima V2. And by moving parts, I mean there's a lot more colors. Why version 2 of Chima came out? It's because version 2 of Chima is a merger of Chima and kind of my old persona. That's what it is. And that's what it's supposed to be. I really missed it because I really liked that design. And I missed it. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to combine the two then. And so I did a little work and then, yeah. I do really like version 2 Chima though, but I feel like Chima Doodle will always be the superior version. It's my favorite version. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this YouTube thing, but I know one thing for sure is that I really don't want to give it up anytime soon. Because it's just a lot of fun for me and it makes me really happy, and I feel like for the longest time I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. I feel like I still don't really know, but at the very least I think I'm really happy or confident to say that one of the things I want to keep doing is this, because I think it's fun and I like that it makes me want to be more creative. It forces me to be more consistent, less lazy about things, you know? That being said, those fellow heroes, have a lovely day, night, or evening. And, you know, again, thank you so much for being here. For being, you know, supportive, I suppose, and watching the videos, watching the shorts. It means the world to me, and it just means a lot to me. And I think I want to end this with one little extra note. That's okay. So, for a little context, I have a blue sky, and I don't go on it super often. I go on it to like post art whenever like I'm in one of those like drawing moods, and I go in there and I upload some art, but I don't check on it too often because I don't really use social media that often besides YouTube. I was on there and I got a notification from somebody who made some fan art, and like the second I saw it, I was genuinely like, you don't know how happy I was. I was literally over the moon. I was screaming. I was staring at it. I was just like, it made me so extremely happy. And I was like, oh my god. Because I don't think I'm anyone deserving of such a thing. And to get it was like, it felt like the wind was taken out of me. I was really happy, and it's like, it just made me really happy, and I was just, I don't know, it just made me really happy, and I was like, made me extremely grateful that, you know, someone, like I was saying earlier, they took time out of their day to make that, and I was just like, it just made me really happy. And so this is my personal thank you to that person. And I love your art so much, and it made me really happy, and it still continues to make me happy. I have it saved on my phone, and every time I go to my gallery and I see it, and it makes my day. With that being said, fellow heroes, have a lovely day, night, or evening. Remember that you are lovely, you are amazing, and you are valued. And I truly and honestly mean that. I feel like I might have said this before, but I feel like it sounds a bit dramatic to say that. But I genuinely feel like everybody on this earth is amazing and lovely and beautiful. And I think people need to hear that more, you know? As someone from experience of not really hearing it much, I want other people to hear it and to know that they are worthy and amazing and great. And no matter the hardships that are here or are to come or have passed, I'm extremely glad that you're able to hold your head high and get through it. And even if you can't, even if it's too hard and too rough and it's too scary, I just hope that you try and keep your head high, because you shouldn't let these terrible things get to you, because you are so much more than that situation. You're amazing. Please remember that and never forget it. And that being said, I'll see you next week, because, you know, there's still a bit more till the end of the year. I'm just making this now because I've been like too excited to like reflect and talk about everything, because I'm a dink like that. I'm a dork. I'm a cringe lord like that who likes getting sentimental on the weekend. But yeah, goodbye, and I'll see you later.